from Muskegon and the Michigan Flight Museum are proud to announce...
Welcome in to the Eric Zane Show podcast, daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from right here in the Impact Power Sports studio. Impact Power Sports. They are online at impactpowersportsmi.com. Thank you very much. They have lots of fun things with engines that you can purchase. Side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, Yamaha golf carts, including Solana and I said Yamaha. So they have Yamaha and Solana golf carts. The best in the business. Get more info at impactpowersportsmi.com. You can get information on their great service department. Okay. I think I got to a turning point today, or yesterday, in working my way towards this half marathon in October. I did not want to go out and get my run in. It was like 1,000 degrees out, and the day had gotten long. But I said, screw that. I'm getting after it. Now, it was so hot that if you just walk at like a leisurely stroll, you are saturated in sweat. Oh, my God. So there I was. But I made it. I kept it slow and back to the grind. Invigorated afterwards because I got it done, and we roll on. You know what's crazy about this is the reason why I stopped running was there was a really, really bad injury, bad pain in my right knee, and it would not go away at all. So I go to this orthopedic surgeon, and he goes, look, man, running is over. Don't even try it ever again. You can take walks, but that's it. And then that was that. I think I was kind of looking for an out. People built stronger than me wouldn't have accepted that. Now, I don't know why it doesn't hurt anymore, but it doesn't. There are still moments where it feels a little wonky, but for the most part, it's fucking great. I can't believe it. I think the only thing is I have to be very, very sure that I get, like when you start doing something, you got to like warm up, especially as you get older. That appears to be the key thing. Because there have been times when I'm like, I'll just go run. And it's like, oh, no, I can't do that. It takes longer to get going. Patience and not panicking seem to be the key. But so far, so good. Week 3 of a 16-week training program. Today, half-mile repeats. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do those outside, though, on the track. It's something about the heat when you're really putting in, when you're, because on the repeats, you really go hard as you can. You run as fast as you can for a half mile. 5K pace, which for me is probably about 8:40 a mile pace. maybe a little bit faster. And then that's it. You recover for a few minutes, you do it again. That might kill me because of the heat. So I'm going back to the YMCA. Going back to the scene of the crime where so many great things have happened over the years at the good old YMCA. I might be the oldest person that walks around there. There are a few old timers that are older than me, but it's hysterical how old I am. I never thought it would happen to me. Holy shit. Badger says, instead of running, you ate a box of Captain Crunch. That I never rule that out. Okay? But not yesterday. I did not do that. I actually got it done. Man Bun Chris, who is instrumental in supporting EZ, says the doctor doesn't know. EZ is built different. In fact, I've got we have like a runner's version of Jocko here that I want to share with you. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I keep getting clips sent to me of him, and that's how it was described to me by Man Bun Chris. His better half, Mallory, thinks that this guy is the equivalent of Jocko, of the Jocko that we do on the podcast, actually. Re-engage, reload, recalibrate, refinance. I don't know if refinance is one of them. But, man, whenever his shorts come on, I want to get after it, Chris. That sounds a little gay. Whenever I see shorts. You mean like his video shorts. I thought you meant like the shorts that he wears when he's running. Also, Man Bun Chris has the Inclinator Stair Challenge Saturday. That is a local thing. There's a set of stairs on the side of a hill in Grand Rapids where it's like hundreds of steps. And you want to see how many flights up and down you can do. He wanted to get me to do it, but it's going to mess with my training too much. I have a long run scheduled, and if I did the Inclinator, it would set me back because I'd be sore for weeks. So I can't have that. But I know you will do great. Chris did a last man standing run not that long ago, and he like ran over 50 miles at one time.
So today,
David Goggins. Extreme Motivation by David Goggins. I've heard that name before. Let's hear what David has to say.
So today, I decided to try to PR my long run. So the first half of the run, I'm feeling great. My mind is clear, nothing going on. Think about nothing but my running pace, what I'm doing, my breathing, everything like that. Get to mile 15, I turn around, and the demons start to creep in. That inevitable wall's creeping up on me. When you push so hard, something's about to give. And I started to give. My mind started to break down. I started feeling my legs starting to hurt. I started feeling dehydrated. Started feeling sorry for myself. Started looking around. No one knows I'm fucking out here running. Why don't you go ahead and just stop? Call your girl, have her pick you up. And that's when I feel like a little bitch. And this is when your mind has to fucking change. You gotta start thinking, I'm the greediest motherfucker in the world. Your dehydration? Fuck it. Lick your motherfucking lips. Your fucking legs are all sore. You feel like you got shin splints and stress fractures. No, you don't. You got sore fucking legs. Get out of your head and stay hard.
Holy shit. Let me back that up a little bit.
Greediest motherfucker in the world. Your dehydration? Fuck it. Lick your motherfucking lips. Your fucking legs are all sore. You feel like you got shin splints and stress fractures. No, you don't. You got sore fucking legs. Get out of your head and stay hard.
All right. I'm all about it. David Goggins. I need to know more about this fucker. Uh, 1975. So you're seeing him right now. He's 51 years old. fucking looks like that. Holy shit. Alan says, I'm pretty sure this guy is one of the deadliest humans on the planet. Becca Shea says, damn. Meaning, like, she's impressed with his physique. Goggins, American motivational speaker, author, and retired U.S. Navy SEAL. He is the only member of the U.S. Armed Forces to complete all of these things: SEAL training, Army Ranger School, and Air Force Tactical Air Controller training. He's also a renowned ultramarathon runner and best-selling author. He was deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. He famously completed 3 Hell Weeks in a single year. He is a premier endurance athlete, having competed in over 70 ultra-distance events. He once held the Guinness Book of World Records for completing 4,030 pull-ups in 17 hours. He wrote the international bestseller, Can't Hurt Me, Master Your Mind and Defy the Odds, and its sequel, Never Finished. He is a highly sought-after public speaker for his accountability meter and 40% rule, mental toughness philosophies. Excuse me. Yeah, thought I've heard that guy's name, but I wouldn't have been able to place that. How cool is that? This is David Goggins before and after. Pre-Navy SEAL and then after. Shit, I don't know what my problem is. That is so cool. My trainers are a big fan of Goggins, says Rebecca. Birch says, settle down. Sound like the cheese when she sees a new Spanish lover. Yeah, stay focused. This guy's cool. I like him. I think I'll subscribe and get more of that motivation. Thank you, Man Bun Chris. And good luck on your stair climb. All right, some assholes went over to the Little League park and decided it'd be a good idea to burn the Porta-Johns. That's a stupid thing. Unfortunately, the Porta-Johns were placed right below, like, the scoreboard of the Little League, fields, for at least this one field. So it fucked up the Porta-Johns. It fucked up the scoreboard, too. Amy says, how far are you running on Saturday? Easy. I have a scheduled 5-mile long run. My long run last week was 4 miles. It is 5 miles this week. The maximum it will be during the training plan is 16. Amy says David Goggins also has a book out. Alan says definitely Jocko Music. All right. Anyway, where was I? So that's the thing about this. I noticed, I'm like, why did they have the Porta-Johns right below the scoreboard? Like, you see the scoreboard, and then there's 2 shitters. Whatever. Neither here nor there. So they're trying to raise money to repair the scoreboard and get new Porta-Johns.
Westwood Little League is... I'm your neighborhood reporter, Julie Dunmeyer. Westwood Little League is an iconic part of my Kalamazoo community. 500 kids play ball here each year. On July 8th, however, the Kalamazoo Township Fire Marshal tells me the Little League diamond was a victim of arson.
put in a lot of work to try to make this place beautiful. Trash can melted to the fence.
Groundskeeper Jordan Simpson keeps the ball field pristine. Now he's looking at a scorched scoreboard.
What's the last 5 days been like figuring all this out?
All right, Jordan here, he needs to subscribe to David Goggins ASAP.
So that night and several hours the next day, we're scooping up burnt plastic off the ground, burnt plastic mixed with sewage.
While eating lots of snacks, too.
From the porta potty.
Jordan says that on July 8th, someone lit the porta potties beneath the scoreboard on fire.
Currently, we're looking at over $10,000 damage.
2 years ago, he took on the job of restoring those scoreboards.
Okay, look, see? He brought those back to life.
107 light bulbs on each board.
After a lightning storm took them out, something Jordan is quite proud of. And now he couldn't be more disappointed in their current state.
I mean, that day specifically, it impacted us because those girls were playing a championship game and we couldn't put the score up.
Leaving him a big mess.
Yeah, they could just announce it at the... all right, it's 5-4. Pink team is winning.
At a place he works so hard to keep clean. What makes it worse is it happened right before the biggest game of the summer. The winning team, he says, lost out on a memorable moment.
Most teams that win go and take a picture in front of the scoreboard when they win.
Okay.
And it's just kind of a cool thing. So for them to not have that for their championship game was definitely a bummer.
The suspect, I'm told, is a juvenile, and the fire marshal says not only have they been located, they've been arrested, and they're lodged at the Kalamazoo County Juvenile.
Fucker's gonna go to juvie. There you go. Take that, you little prick. Lighting the fucking thing on fire. Let's see. They needed $10,000 for the repairs. And this is, it's like GoFundMe called Zeffy. That's a new one, I guess. And look at that. 11th, they made it so quickly. Even as recently as 3 hours ago. $100 from Diane, $100 from Don and Amy, $250 from Anonymous, $100 from Andrew. Yeah. All these folks came together, and we all know how this works. If you have a family of 10 who are in a van and they get run off the road and they're all quadriplegics for the rest of their lives, you have a GoFundMe for them, and it'll raise, $30 or $40, and then they can use that to survive on for the rest of their lives, those 10 people who are now all quadriplegics. But if you burn a couple of Porta-Johns, within minutes, you will have all of the money that you possibly could want and then some. In fact, this guy probably is going to be able to retire after he replaces the Porta-Johns and gets new light bulbs. And that's the world we live in. The important things aren't that important to most people. Okay? The more ridiculous and heinous the catastrophe is, the less money you will make in these fundraisers. But if you're out walking and you stub your toe, and all you have to do is say, hey, I have you can even do it yourself. I am putting out a GoFundMe. I stubbed my toe, and I can't work for 45 years. Can you please subsidize my working career? I make $500,000 a year. So will you please subsidize me? So then you will have 500,000 times 45 by the end of the day because you stubbed your toe. Bread Bowl Brain Chris says that guy probably set the fire and found some kid to be a patsy. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's possible. At least use fireworks in honor of Bill Veck's exploding scoreboard. I don't remember that. I know that he did a lot of crazy shit. Nate is here. Hello, buddy. Stevie says, baby arsonist. Hurricane Ashley says, always get notified 15 minutes late. Yeah, apologies for that. I don't know why that happens. However, you should note that I start on time every day. I have for the last month and a half. I haven't been any more than 30 seconds to 1 minute late, like maybe once or twice. Just know that every day, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. sharp, Friday, 9 a.m. I don't know how I've managed to do it, but I've made it a habit. And I finally said, enough of this floating start time. Let's be on time every single day. You wouldn't have known that because you just recently got back into the habit of listening/viewing again since we had the pole dancing news and Joe being engaged. As far as we knew or know, we don't know now because, that honey fun vanished. But you all should follow the Velveeta Queen pole dancer on Instagram. We have nothing against her. She's probably very, very sweet. There's a fairly good chance that she or someone she knows or loves is listening or watching this right now. And she's great. She has to be. First of all, I didn't want to give the illusion that we were like staring at her and like, what are the words I'm looking for? Like talking shit about her being a pole dancer or anything like that. She is probably one of the most physically fit athletes you'll find. That is not easy to do. And she defies gravity. She's an aerialist. She's walking, breathing, Cirque du Soleil type of shit. And we don't have any idea what she's been through. But we are here to support her. And if shit has gone south for Velveeta Queen, we want her to reach out to our stable of producer Joe, ex-significant others. There is a wake of destruction behind this man's life. And they have all joined forces like the fucking Super Friends. And they talk girl shit. All right? Now, all I have done is introduce them to one another over time. And in some cases, like this Natasha, we don't know her. She introduced herself to Joe's significant other, Rachel. So Natasha is kind of involved in this, but hasn't spoken to Ashley. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are many more that exist. All right. Sorry to digress. Congrats to the Westwood Little League for getting the money they need for the new Porta-Johns and to repair the scoreboard. I suggest that the Westwood Little League not have the Porta-Johns underneath the scoreboard in the future. That's a bad look. Hey, what score is it? Yeah, over by those two shitters, there's the scoreboard. I mean, if the Chicks won the game, and then they were to get their picture taken by the scoreboard, the fucking shitters would have been in the way. So that's dumb. Scott says, I sent you a pole dance video. Is that the one? Okay, yes, I am going to get to that. I had it ready to go, and it's a perfect opportunity to play it. The chick in this video has a pole in her home, and she's getting ready to do her pole dancing thing. The problem is, it's not like, I think it has to attach to the ceiling. Like, it has to have enough pressure so that it won't move. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't at all, and it moves. This is like an air conditioning vent, but we don't care about that. What we do care about, you can just barely see it behind the ABC News logo. That there is a sprinkler head in the apartment. You know where this is going.
Savory 2 or 3 steps here. That is when the arm starts to wrap. That is when you're pulling too much and go again.
Okay, so it's a video teaching her pole dancing.
So keep leaning.
This does not happen to our pal Remy.
Top wrist, and you can readjust the hand.
Oh, no. Oh. Holy shit. I didn't realize how intense the water coming out of those things could be.
Savory 2 or 3 steps.
How did that thing go?
That is when
The dog.
starts to wrap.
The dog is like, hey, what's up?
Too much and go
What's
again.
up, Black
Keep
Queen?
leaning away from the pole, looking at that top wrist, and
The dog just sat down.
you can readjust the hand.
Oh, my God. Holy shit. Rebecca says, have fun with that insurance claim. Bread Bull Brain Chris says, that thing wasn't even close to being secured. Rebecca says, pole dance fails always make me laugh. Megan says, you've ruined my algorithm. I will look at nothing else. Yeah, ever since we started talking about pole dancing, since Joe's maybe not significant other, that the world has turned topsy-turvy for Megan, because she's been looking at pole dancing videos, and now she's getting anybody who's ever... She had one with an old man on a pole. My God. None of these people are as good as Remy. She's an excellent pole dancer. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. She's not like at a strip joint. Okay, everything is tastefully done. She's wearing athletic gear. She does have a thong going up her ass crack in a lot of these, but whatever. Chicks wear that shit all the time. Who doesn't? I wear it. No, not really. Okay. For you folks that are enjoying the show on Facebook and YouTube and Kick, I'm sending you on your way. If you want the rest of it, of this show, you got to go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live is where I'm at on Twitch. Follow the page. And I go every day. Start, if you want to be part of the live show, 10 a.m. Monday through Thursday Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Audio podcast wherever you download shows of this show right here and all of the ones before it, the 1,781 before it. I have an entirely different platform where I do more podcasting each and every day. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. That one is not a free show. It's $5 or $10 a month. $5 for audio, $10 for audio, video, and live streams. I do a free podcast every single day called the Patreon Bonus Show. And then I also do other various shows. Like tonight is a Big Fraud Wednesday. We are doing Who Are These Free Beers, show number 105, the live stream of that. You can catch it. And we also are doing the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. I have a 7-day free trial. Just sign up at patreon.com/Eric Zane. Also, if you want to say hello via email, eric@ericzaneshow.com. That's the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Thank you so much to Shoreliners Striping. Okay, sending you on your way. Check out the rest of the show on Twitch.